to Just Ask Freeman. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Freeman Owen Jr., President and CEO of Financial Sources Incorporated. And to our viewers at home, you've been joining us on a series, if you will, about how to protect your wealth, how to be tax efficient in your retirement years. We know that you're enjoying this because obviously we always say, just ask Freeman. And wow, so many of you have been just asking Freeman. So thank you for being with us again today. Freeman, you have been so exponentially busy. Every time I'm talking to you, you're seeing new folks that are coming into the office. They realize they need help. They realize they need guidance, and this series has been tremendous about being tax efficient in your retirement years.
Exactly, and we covered a lot in that first part of the series. The second part now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to talk about the strategies for the old retirement plans, your employer-sponsored retirement plans, such as TSPs, 401ks, 403b. Notice I said employer-sponsored retirement accounts.
Yes.
Now, there's a danger of leaving accounts unmanaged. Usually, if you leave an account unmanaged, there are fees that are assessed. It's just sitting there, and when there's no oversight, Cynthia, there's no control. And we talked about in the first segment, orphaned employer-sponsored retirement accounts. Now, since that first series, I've been inundated with requests, Freeman, what do I do with my employer-sponsored retirement accounts, such as the TSP? Now, in the metropolitan area, we have a lot of federal employees. They call and say, well, I'd like to come in to discuss what I do with my TSP. I even moved to the private sector and left the TSP there. Well, what happens? When you lose track of those accounts, they're subject to a lot of risk, like the 401k. Well, management fees, administrative fees that are assessed on those accounts. And what's bad about it, if you left them orphaned for a little while, your retirement perspective may have changed. And they're just sitting there. So that is not a good thing to leave your employer-sponsored retirement accounts orphaned by themselves and no management, and you lose total control. Now, those fees don't go away, Cynthia.
What happens?
They are assessed on unmanaged business, on that unmanaged employer-sponsored retirement account. That's why the number one strategy for your old retirement accounts, just ask Freeman. What we could do is roll those accounts over into your own individual IRA.
Okay.
All right. Here's something else, too, I'd like to share.
Okay.
Vulnerability during market crashes. Okay. If your employer-sponsored retirement account or your IRA is invested into high-risk options, you're chasing the yield. We're going to talk about that a little later in the segment here.
Okay.
A market downturn could have devastating effects on your employer-sponsored retirement account as well as your IRA. So what do I do about that? Well, these folks called my office and wanted to come in to see me. A lot of folks came into the office, not too many Zoom meetings, and we had to take care of, thanks to this show, it got into the hundreds of appointments scheduled to talk about, and especially in the Maryland, Virginia, and D.C. area. They're coming in droves. Freeman, what do I do? And they actually say, quote, I'm scared.
Of course.
All right. I've got this employer-sponsored retirement account, especially the Thrift Savings Plan, the TSP.
Yes.
And I've come up with solutions with handling direct rollovers to their own IRA so they can take control of their assets and stop chasing, we're going to talk about this, the high yield. Because when there's market crashes, there are missed opportunities to do rollovers. You can't very well, when the market crashes, and you're over the age of 59 and a half, it's hard to get back to even.
It is.
So we discussed a lot of not chasing the yield.
Yes.
I'm going to emphasize that because you're looking for the big bang. We're going to discuss taking control of your retirement savings. And how are we going to do that? Just ask Freeman, and we're going to have the solutions for using a tool I call the fixed indexed annuity. Let me say that slowly. The fixed, keyword, fixed indexed annuity. Okay. Now that's a tool for protecting your retirement savings while giving you the option of having more investment options, taking control, having growth. And if you're tired of watching the markets fluctuate up and down, well, give me a call. Just ask Freeman. Call us at 833-414-7233. And let me repeat that number, 833-414-7233. Call us today and schedule a complimentary consultation. Now, we've added more to our to the information and
Yes.
the financial literacy.
More tools.
More tools. And I've often said on other shows, we're educated, but not privy to financial literacy.
That's true. And I
right.
love that you say that. Educated, but not privy to financial literacy. And there's such a difference. And Freeman, you're so good about educating the viewers that are in the audience who become your clients. When you come in, you sit down with them one-on-one and you talk about the situations that we are addressing today. One of the things that I want to reiterate, you talked about not chasing the yield, because as you get older in life, isn't it true that losses hurt more than gains help?
It's so hard to recover.
Yes.
Now, our client base runs from 59 and a half all the way up into the late 90s. And with the fixed index annuity, we have a steady, consistent growth and protection of the principal. That is key. Now, when I say chasing the yield, I've heard folks over the years talk about, man, I'm going to get that 25 to 30%. Well, what if the market drops like it did in 2008, 40%? Let's take something simple like $100,000. You're 59, let's say 60. The market dropped 40%. Now, that's a loss of $40,000, and you're
Yes.
60, 65, 70. How much does it take to get back to even? Let's do something simple like if we have 100,000 and we lose 40% and or 25%. Well, it takes 50% to get back to the 75K. It takes darn near it takes 50% to get 100% to
Yes.
recover, just to break even.
That's so scary.
See, that's kind of scary there. So you have to take control of your retirement savings. And leaving your money in old accounts, there's a lot of vulnerability to that account. When you leave monies there unmanaged, you may have different, like I said earlier, a different process at which you would like to retire. What if you lose money? Here's a good example. Jump around here a little bit here. I got to share this. A gentleman lost, he had saved about 35 to 40 years in his employer-sponsored retirement account.
Okay.
All right. Ready to retire. Now, this gentleman is 70 years old. He'd worked. He says, I'm going to have a real nice retirement. I've got everything in order. Well, what do you think happened, folks, when he was getting ready to step out the door of employment into, hopefully, peace of mind, income that would last forever? Well, the market dropped 40%.
Oh my gosh.
So he had to go back to work. That is significant to try to recover all that money that he had saved, and it went away and evaporated in just one day.
Oh my gosh, Freeman, we have to take a commercial break, but I want to keep going on that because I think that that can happen again if you're not properly prepared.
Yes.
To our viewers at home, again, we invite you to just ask Freeman. Well, how do you get a hold of Freeman? There's a number on your screen, 833-414-7233-SAFE, 833-414-723-SAFE. What you're going to do today is call in and book that complimentary consultation with Freeman Owen Jr. Let him get to know you one-on-one, your specific situation, and allow him to plan around that, a customized, beautiful plan that's going to fit your retirement needs. We're talking all about having asset allocation protection, also talking about tax planning. This whole series about protecting your wealth has been amazing, and we know that you enjoy the information as well. Click the QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. That's the fast track to get to Freeman, and you can book your time accordingly. We'll be right back momentarily. Don't go anywhere. I'm going to continue to just ask Freeman. We'll be right back.
I was a student at Howard University and was transferred over to Federal City College at that time. I got a couple of degrees in mathematics and statistics. I worked as a mathematician, mathematical statistician, climbed the ranks there, reached a pinnacle in my late 20s. This opportunity in the financial services world spanned it now over 40 plus years. It all started with me having an interest in mathematics, science, technology, and engineering. Started in the business, got licensed. I didn't have any fear. Let me share a personal story. I've been married to the same lady for 51 years. When I quit working as a mathematical statistician, she says, well, you've been successful in everything else. I'm 27 years old at the time. You'll be successful in this. And there was no looking back. I'm not the type of person that could work a job per se. I had to have, and a quote, I got this from a great mentor, freedom with responsibility. Because I always say, if you do this, you get nothing back. But if you do this and give, blessings flow. And that's basically how I started in this business and how my career started. Well, I have two careers, the first one and, of course, this one, which I love the best.
Welcome back to Just Ask Freeman. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Freeman Owen Jr. He is President and CEO of Financial Sources Incorporated and serving the areas of Maryland, Virginia, and Washington, D.C. Thank you for being with us. We know that you enjoy Just Asking Freeman, so again, thank you so much for always calling in and for clicking on that QR code that comes up during our show. Freeman, I should ask you a question. You were talking about the gentleman who just retired, and then obviously the crash happened, but could we go back in time just a little bit further? Those folks that were retiring around 2008-ish. Yeah. Well, can we talk about them?
In addition to that, wake-up call, the COVID.
Oh my gosh, of course. Yeah. Yes.
Market downturn. We had loss of property values. Decreased. It was significant. And when you subject your lifetime savings to market risk, at any day, your assets could drop and you're on the verge of separating from service. You might have to make plans to stay at work. But so far, my clients, it's about close to 5,000 clients now, over this 45-year period, they sleep well at night. Why? Because they have a fixed index annuity as part of their portfolio, which has the guarantees, protection of principal. That is awesome. Not vulnerable to market risk.
Yes.
How about this, folks? No fees.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, retirement savings, of course, have fallen short. Why? And we have to consider vulnerabilities like market crashes. We had the COVID. But in addition to that, there are mortgages.
Oh, yeah.
There have been kids' education, student loans, all take a toll on your retirement planning and your assets. So what do you do about that? Just ask Freeman. Because I'm going to introduce you to a tool that protects your principal. Eliminate fees, not vulnerable to crashes and different types of viruses like we've had before.
Yes.
Why? Because our clients sleep well at night. And again, I reiterate, protection of the principal. There is growth, moderate growth, and they're not chasing what? The high yield.
The high yield.
Well, folks, if you want to know more, just ask Freeman. Give us a call at 833-414-7233. That's 833-414-SAFE. And that's our arena. And you've heard me say this over and over all the years I've been here on this station is, let's stay right in my lane. Provide financial literacy, because we have a lot of educated people, high net worth, that just don't know what to do when it comes to their employer-sponsored retirement account. And that's why I utilize a tool with a fixed index annuity that help you avoid vulnerability to the market. Why? I don't place any of our clients who are retired in the market, and they are taught well. Let me add this too, how the fixed index annuity has worked well.
Okay.
You know, there was a client that came to me, maybe a new client. She says, I haven't seen my advisor in almost 15 years.
Wow. That's a red flag.
Not at Just Ask Freeman, not our agency.
Yeah.
We have annual reviews so that we'll keep right on track to meet your retirement goals. And I say, well, we follow you throughout your retirement. And you know what else I've done now? I've introduced the children of my clients who are adults and introduced them to the fixed index annuity and how the distribution would work when the TSP, the 401ks, the 403bs, these are employer-sponsored retirement accounts, rolled over to an IRA, all right, with moderate interest, 7 to 8%, not chasing the high yield and taking risk with your retirement earnings, or I should say retirement savings that you've put together or set aside 30 years, 35 years. And in one day, the market downturn, how does that impact you as far as your goals when you wish to retire, have the peace of mind, knowing that some of your portfolio is safe and providing, here you go, guaranteed lifetime income, Cynthia.
That is perfect. That is definitely sleeping well at night.
That is. And on top of that, clients have asked me, Freeman, will my money last? Well, we've got tools, the Freeman tax test.com. You can go there. We can assess what type of taxes. We may do what we call Roth conversions. We have AskFreemanRoth.com, AskFreemanRisk.com. What we do is take our clients' assets out of risk-type investments, not subject to fees, which I will discuss a little later, administrative fees, hidden fees as well.
Hidden fees are scary,
They're
Freeman.
scary. So
we need to take another commercial break. I don't want to interrupt you, but I want to give people the opportunity to book that consultation with you. To the viewers at home, the number to call is on your screen, 833-414-7233, 833-414-7233. We know that you have a lot of questions to ask Freeman and that you definitely want to book that complimentary consultation. If you're rushing out the door, we've made it even simpler to get on Freeman's Fast Track. Go ahead, grab your smartphone, click on the QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. You can book your time accordingly with Freeman and let him protect and shield your wealth. Remember, you've worked your entire life to get to the retirement years, and you deserve to have peace of mind. Once again, 833-414-7233, or click the QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. We'll be right back momentarily. Stay tuned. I have so much more with Freeman.
You know, retirement planning can be stressful. We pride ourselves on being different from other financial planning firms. You know, and during your initial meeting,
We will get to know you and you will get to know us. We want to learn all about your vision for retirement, and together we'll design a plan to achieve your long-term financial goals. Our friendly staff will make you feel comfortable. The moment you walk in that door, call us today for your complimentary review. You deserve the retirement of your dreams. Just ask Freeman. Call us at 1-833-414-7233.
Welcome back to Just Ask Freeman. My name is Cynthia DeFazio, joined today by Freeman Owen Jr., President and CEO of Financial Sources Incorporated. And this series is talking about protecting your wealth. You've worked your entire life to get to the retirement years, and you deserve to have peace of mind. You deserve to just ask Freeman. Freeman, fixed indexed annuities, amazing product that we're talking about right now to help people protect what they've worked so hard for. Talk a little bit more about those. Are they applicable for everyone, or is it something that you have to meet with someone one-on-one?
Well, it's not applicable to everyone. The nice thing about it is that there are suitability rules put in place by the insurance company. So everyone can have fixed index annuities. Suitability depends on your age, the amount of assets that you have, your particular goals. We're very, very careful in making sure that our agency, what we do is look at the expenditures. We list them. We also mention expenditures such as, I always put it, unexpected expenditures.
True.
Especially when you leave your employment.
Yes.
And you're now retired. You might need a new car. You may need simple things like a furnace, new windows.
Absolutely.
Now, the thing about this fixed index annuity, I had mentioned earlier about rolling over your TSP or your 401k into a fixed index annuity, which guarantees you lifetime income, no fees, and moderate growth, not chasing the big gain.
Absolutely.
I also mentioned too, all my clients, if they're suitable for this particular tool, you don't use your IRA as an ATM machine.
Ooh, good point.
Right, because it'd be subject to taxes,
Absolutely.
100% of that distribution. So let me tell you, folks, if you have 250K, 500,000 or $1 million, and you want to protect some of those assets, just ask Freeman. Call us at 833-414-7233. That's 833-414-SAFE. Just ask Freeman. Like I said, many of you who are viewing this broadcast are well educated, high net worth, high per capita income. You're in that category. But the thing is, you were never privy to financial literacy.
It's true.
So what you do, just ask Freeman when it comes to fixed index annuities and how it could be the proper tool for you. And if you're suitable, all right, most of you are.
Okay.
Then we will offer you that fixed index annuity that guarantees you lifetime income that answers that question. Mr. Freeman, will my money last? We have the tool. Just
Yes.
ask Freeman. Call us at 833-417-2333. We have the experience, and we can make sure that we keep your money safe. Why? Because we stay in our lane. We don't venture out
That's
into...
right. That's right.
I'm not going to place your dollars into market risk, and I'm hiding when you have an annual review, and I got to hide under the desk and turn the lights off because I put you in some cryptocurrency or some type of market risk. No, just ask Freeman. Call us at 833-414-7233 and get your complimentary consultation.
It's so important, Freeman. And not to interrupt you, but talking about protecting your wealth, of course, one of the things that we want to talk about, only 3 minutes left of the show, but inflation, that's a factor because people are finding out their dollars aren't quite stretching as far as they used to. Talk a little bit about inflation, please.
Well, that's called the silent killer. You know, if you place your money in banks, And I've had the experience personally. I'll share this story. I remember needing a furnace, and it was cold in my residence, about 30 degrees, and we couldn't get the parts. I have a service company that takes care of the appliances. They said they can't get the parts in for about 2 to 3 weeks. Well, I said, well, that's not going to work. Can you get a furnace for me in 24 hours? I mean, brand new. They said, sure. Now, I have money. I had $50,000 for emergencies, for unexpected expenses, in a credit union. All right, I'm not going to name the credit union, but I tell you what, I went and got 12 grand out of that credit union, and I got a new furnace in 24 hours. Now, I'm going somewhere with this. Are you ready, folks? I looked at my statement, and I received 62 cents in interest on $50,000, 0.033%, 62 cents on, that was the amount of interest I received. So inflation, that's not, putting money in the bank is not keeping up with inflation.
No.
So I tell you, folks, you know, banks will give you a little less than 1%.
Yes.
So what do they do with those funds that you place in there? Well, they provide mortgages, auto loans, credit cards.
Yep.
And that's how they make their profit.
Yes.
So again, folks, just ask Freeman. Call us at 833-414-7233 and get your complimentary consultation, and we will help you outpace inflation with your assets. So again, 833-414-7233.
Freeman, thank you so much for another amazing episode this week. To the viewers at home, we wanted to give you the opportunity, please, to call in 833-414-7233-SAFE, 833-414-7233-SAFE. You've worked your entire life to get to the retirement years, and you deserve to preserve your wealth, and that's what this series is all about, shielding your wealth. 833-414-7233, so you can just ask Freeman or click the QR code at the bottom corner of your screen. Takes you right to the landing page, of course, for Freeman and Financial Sources Incorporated. You can schedule your time accordingly. Don't miss the opportunity to do so. Be safe, be happy, and be blessed. We'll see you back 1 week from today. And remember, most of all, just ask Freeman. He has the answers for you. Take care.